You're listening to the Three Angels' voices, for the time is at hand. Family, I'm glad you're back. And if you're new to this podcast, I'm glad you're here. In our last podcast of the Three Angels' voices, we saw how the dragon is preparing to make war with the remnant church by setting up a financial system that will control the buying and selling. In this podcast of the Three Angels' Voices, we'll look at the systems that will make the world worship the beast. By now, we all know that Revelation 13:10, this 1 to 10, describes the beast, which is papacy. We know this because only the papacy fulfills all the description traits of the beast. We know that the papacy speak blasphemies against God by saying he is God on earth and making war with the saints through the years of crusades, inquisition, through dreadful persecution, attempting to change God's laws by trying to change God's words and replacing it with their own word, by forcing the Christian world to abandon the seventh-day Sabbath and replacing it with a Sunday Sabbath that is now being called a Christian Sabbath. It's clear that the Bible has described the papacy's history, has shown that papacy followed the path of the beast of Revelation 13:1 to 10, by the fact that it received its power, seat, and great authority from the dragon, pagan Rome. Its location, the years and power, its action all match right down to the wounds that it received in 1798, a wound that will soon be completely healed. Revelation 13:3 says, "And I saw one of its heads as if it were wounded to death, and his deadly wound was healed. And all the world wondered after the beast." So now, great reformers such as Martin Luther have acknowledged that papacy is the beast of Revelation 13:3. Now is the time that this beast will regain its power, that the wound is healing. Its power over the world will be restored. The Bible has told us in Revelation 13:12 to 18 about the second beast, which is who looks like a lamb, but will speak as a dragon, an apparent Christian nation, who will make an image of the first beast and cause the world to worship the first beast. Well, the second beast, none other than the apostate Christian America, is now pretty active in setting up the image of the papacy. First, the papacy seat is currently held by a Native American, a first in the papacy's long years of history. Secondly, America is a known Protestant country which was founded on the principles of freedom of religion, a church without a pope, and a country without a king. Those are the two horns. Is now strongly advocating in setting up a church-state model like the papacy. Thirdly, the lawmakers, the various parts of its government are embracing the mark of the beast, the papacy authority. Fourth, heads of various U.S. authorities are calling for spiritual crusades, clearly blurring the lines between church and state authority. Lastly, the Bible is clear that the apostate Christian America, those who have departed from God's words, are on the brink of setting up a Sunday law, just as the papacy did with Constantine. It's actually impressive that the Bible states in Revelation 13:17 that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark of the beast, the name of the beast, and the number of its name. The name of the beast is papacy. What's in the name, you ask? Its authority. Do you see it? Slowly, its laws, beliefs are infiltrated into the second beast's affairs. We are now hearing the promotion of blue laws that will force arrest on Sunday in some states. Soon, the whole country will call for it, and the world will follow suit. What's in the name? The papacy represents the authority of men who set themselves as God on earth. They set up their traditions, their laws, contrary to God's laws, words, and force the world to follow them. By contrast, in God's name, we see love, laws established for our good, not forced into obedience. If you love me, keep my commandments, Jesus said. Jesus warned his followers that they will be persecuted for his name's sake, the Father's name's sake. Abba is found in his law, Sabbath. The second beast will cause the world to worship the beast, to take his name, or else be killed. In our next podcast, we'll look at through the Bible and see how the systems are already or being in place right now to enforce the number of the beast's name. Thank you for joining us.